watching ABC 36 News at 12:30.
Welcome back. As you've heard us report throughout this newscast, flu activity is now considered widespread in the state of Kentucky. That means that there are more cases in more places. And we know that a lot of you are worried about the flu. You have questions about the vaccines, both for seasonal and H1N1. And we're going to give you answers today from our doctor on call, Dr. Ryan Stanton from the UK Emergency Department. And we're just going to run down some of the main questions that people are asking online, emailing. And one of the biggest ones that people want to know about is the symptoms. Do they need to go to the ER if they think they have swine flu?
All right, I'm going to make it as simple as I can. In terms of the ER, if you have mild or moderate symptoms of flu, stay at home. There's not any great cure or medicine that we're going to give you that's going to get rid of the symptoms. So if you have mild to moderate symptoms, just stay at home, save the exposure to the other people, treat yourself with whatever you like to take for cold symptoms and for fever, and then stay at home. If you have major symptoms, can't keep any food down, dehydrated, have respiratory difficulty breathing, by all means come in and see us. And that's where we're seeing the highest risk associated with this type of flu is with respiratory symptoms. So if you're having difficulty breathing or anything like that, then come in and let us take a look. The risk for being admitted or for a bad outcome is still very low with this flu, but at the same time, if you have serious symptoms, we do want to see you.
Now, here's another one that people are asking. It kind of goes to what health officials are saying about prevention, things that apply not only to H1N1 but also seasonal flu. This one came from Anna talking about hand sanitizer that students are being asked to bring it to school with them with their school supplies. People want to know, does it really work? Can it help fight illness?
Well, the old hand sanitizer, it does help. It kills a whole lot of germs. There was a study that some microbiologists did a few years ago that showed that 95% of people say they wash their hands. About 75% really do. But when you get into high school, that number drops below 50%. In middle school, it's less than a third actually wash their hands.
Wow.
So anything that can get people to wash their hands more is beneficial. So soap and water is still the go-to standard, but the antibacterial soaps and things actually help as well. We actually use those in the hospital now because they're easier to get to, they're quicker, and they don't tear up our hands quite as much. So it is an alternative. It does not work when there's a lot of stuff on your hands with particulate matter. So if you have dirt, dust, in our situation on occasion, unfortunately blood, those sort of things, you'd still need to wash your hands with soap and water. But in terms of a quick, easy way to help prevention of spread of disease, these hand sanitizers work.
Wonderful. And we want to let you know that you can get your questions to our doctor on call by going to the health section of WTVQ.com. You see the address there on your screen. Just click on the health tab from our homepage. You can email in your questions and let us know. A lot of folks had questions about the vaccine. Real quick, the advice on that with H1N1 and seasonal flu?
It works. It helps. They're recommending it for everybody with seasonal flu, and for the H1N1, select groups are going to be getting it first. And for those, we strongly recommend it less than 5, greater than 65, pregnant women, and those with significant health conditions, especially respiratory diseases.
Wonderful. Thank you so much,
You're
Dr.
welcome.
Stanton, for all the great advice as always. And you'll be back on our 12:30 show from time to time answering your health questions. When we come back, we'll have a check of a rainy Friday forecast so far with meteorologist Jeff Cornish.